Hello there, kia ora. I wasn't going to do a video for today, but then I was reminded that today is actually the last day that public submissions are open for the Royal Inquiry into the COVID-19 pandemic response. And it's really, really important that if you haven't done so already, that you have your say on this. It's super easy. There's only two questions and you don't even have to answer both of them. And what they want is your experience during the pandemic, good, bad, or indifferent. And it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, they want to know what these experiences were. And it's really, really important that you do for a couple of reasons. The first is that this is going to shape our next pandemic response. And if you leave it in the hands of somebody like ACT, where they're telling their supporters that they need to focus on how hard it was for businesses during the pandemic, then that ends up being what this report is going to focus on. Or if you deal with the other organizations out there that are trying to make something that looks official, like the Free Speech Union, for example, that's using the yellow and white color coding and iconography that was used during the pandemic response itself to tell people that their responses are the ones that they're going to use. It gives you basically a pick an option selection there for what to say. Or even Voices for Freedom, who have had full page ads in large newspapers around the country to try and grift old people who still read newspapers into giving them the information so that they can shape the narrative. It's so important that everyday average Kiwis get in and have their say. And whether you had a good time, a bad time, you knew people who were affected by it, or don't know people who are affected by it, it doesn't matter. As long as these people are not stacking against everybody else that kind of misinformation and disinformation that they have been thriving on for years, that led to this extension of the COVID-19 inquiry's terms of service, essentially. Because that's what happened here. They got into Parliament, and now they're fucking around with this kind of shit to try and make things more palatable to what they're saying so that they can make more content and get more money out of it. So if you haven't done so already, I've had the address up on the screen the whole time. This is what the official website actually looks like. So make sure you go to the official website, you answer the two questions. You can answer one of them if you want, but have your say today, please.